Hey everybody, this short, I'm going to specifically speak to my southern community neighbors, specifically Florida. Looks like we're getting a hurricane in a few days. Wanted to speak to what do you do with your plants? Not a whole lot. I've looked online, it says, hey, wrap it in burlap, secure it down with heavy rocks, pots over small plants and secure them down with a rock. They're even saying to stake tallish plants. That's futile, in my opinion. And if you get Category 3 hurricane winds, that's 111 miles an hour at the starting point. A stake can get pulled out of the ground and turned into a projectile like that. A stone, obviously, pots. You don't want to put the extra things down in the on the ground. You want to secure all the loose things that you have in your yard. All you can do is potentially, if you have some smaller plant, dig it out. Heal it into a pot. That means like it's going to be temporary. So, and flooding, there's not much you can do about that. Again, it's all about planning. When you're originally starting off your gardens and where you're planting things, like this banana behind me, I put this banana against a tree line intentionally. Hopefully the wind will get blocked enough that will protect the plant. It's not very tall, as you can see. It's maybe 4 feet. If it gets beat up, it gets beat up. Like, human life is the most important thing, right? So secure all your small things that are in your yard. Don't leave pots out, brooms, anything that's not secured and growing out of the ground, or your house is on a foundation, put it away. Your garbage cans, that kind of thing. Furthermore, make sure you have 3 days worth of water and food for each person in your house. Human life is the most important, and it's heartbreaking to see our plants get destroyed, and potentially that could happen. We can go get another one, right? And in this community of plant-loving people, we help each other out. In my front yard, I have 4 fruit trees that are small, not much taller than me. I'm 5'2" maybe, and shrinking. I'm going to take them out if we're going to get really high winds, because I'm at that point where I can still be able to get away with it, and they'll handle that shock. I'm more than willing to shock them some, pulling them out, than watching them getting snapped like a twig. 111 miles an hour for hurricane force winds. Category 3. Category 2, I'll check my notes. A Category 2 hurricane wind speed is 96 to 110. There isn't a stone or a stake that you drive into the ground that's going to stay there. It's going to pick it up and turn it into a little missile. Come through your window, injure somebody, injure a house, go through a car window. Don't do that. I just want to come on and encourage people to, number one, be safe and prepare now. If you're in the state of Florida, you're expecting it to come in around Wednesday. Projected path, I've got a couple pictures I'll put up for you. Is just south of Tampa and cut through the state, hook up just underneath probably Daytona, I believe, something like that. I'm in North Florida, Jacksonville area, so just underneath me. Another really good point is be smart, don't panic. The state has a lot of great processes put in place, so you know your evacuation route, know your zone, which means if your area will flood or prone to flooding, and just prepare. So be prepared, know your zone, know if you're going to need to evacuate. I don't believe that's the situation right now. Don't take my word for it. Follow the news, follow your local resources, follow your local officials, and if they say it's going to cause catastrophic damage, leave. Don't ride it out, okay? You could get hurt, and at the end of the day, family and friends want you around, right? And I wish I could give you more insight on what to do as far as your plants, how to prepare for it. I'll have another video up and I'll show you how to prune back a damaged tree. The most important part is, yes, your top growth gets the heck kicked out of it. A lot of plants will regenerate, will send up new shoots. As long as the base isn't sitting in water and it's starting to rot, then you've got a really good chance of it coming back. Every single plant? No. But the opportunity is there. So just be safe. Be smart, prepare, Stay calm. Panic doesn't do anything. Panic creates chaos, confusion, people get hurt, and potentially people could get killed. So let's be safe, let's be smart, and I will talk to you all soon.